What is up, you guys? I am here and I'm ready to tell you guys a story. You're gonna read from the title. I had to take one of my nipple piercings off. This one. Oh, new Linkin Park shirt. I'm not a fan of it. This right here is so freaking thick. Like, I've never had any merch. And it's just like right here on the neck. Like the neck is a different material than the shirt. It's like really thick. It's really weird. Okay. Hi, my name is Marcy. What is up? How's everyone doing? Grab a snack, grab a dildo, grab a makeup brush if you want to do your makeup, grab a drink, a beverage, I don't know, grab whatever, because I have a pretty not so long but story. Okay, so I didn't realize how plain this shirt is. I kind of bought it because the back is like out there, but I don't care. It seems like it's gonna be a shirt that I'm gonna wear a lot just because I don't like it. And when I wear a shirt a lot, it's because I don't really freaking like it. It's either one or two. I like it, I love it because it's comfortable, or I hate it because it's so uncomfortable that I want to make it comfortable. So I want to stretch this out because it's ridiculous. But anyways, okay, so let me start from the beginning. If you guys have not watched my video of my nipple piercing, like what happened and everything, go ahead and do it. I've pretty much explained like what happened and everything. I'm gonna start from the beginning. So I've been wanting to get nipple piercings for a very fucking long time. Way before it became a thing. I thought it was really cool. I thought it was something that, like, you don't have to try too hard to when it came to intimacy, you can be sexy with just being naked and then your nipples, your nipple piercings. So I originally wanted to get it when I was married. My ex-husband is not into piercings out of the ordinary, so like he was okay with like earrings, like ear piercings and stuff like that, but nothing more. Like everything else I got was once we separated. So the second me and him separated, I was like, okay, I'm gonna start getting these piercings that I've been wanting to get. He kind of put me on a pause on them. I also felt like as a wife it was just weird, like being a wife. And I know this is not how everyone thinks. It's just the way my mentality is. I was trying to pursue like a very traditional wife, which is why I like didn't really wear a lot of black, which is my comfort color when it comes to clothes. I wasn't really like doing any crazy colors. The only thing I did to my hair was I once had it all red. And it was really, really long and it was beautiful. Everyone loved my hair. It only lasted 6 months. I will go into details why that was. But that was pretty much it. I didn't get any tattoos. I didn't really get anything crazy like piercings when I was married, just because I knew how he wanted me to be. And I also was scared of his mom. Dead ass serious. I didn't really mind her as a person, but I knew that she was gonna criticize me. She was already criticizing me pretty much, but I knew she was gonna criticize me even more if I had more visible tattoos and piercings that were not the normal piercings. So I went ahead and I think I told you guys that when I went to go get my Medusa, I actually wanted to get my nipple piercings. And the person who did the piercing, she said, hey, like I can do one and then you can come back in a week or two and get the other one. Which I'm like, if I'm going to do something, I want to do it like fast in the moment. Like, there's a reason why I'm here. Also, I then regretted even asking her because I was not comfortable where the shop was. It's inside like a big old fucking plaza, and it's not like there's privacy, if you know what I mean. I mean, yeah, they have curtains and everything, but still, like, it's very small. And I've only gotten freaking piercings there. I've never gotten a tattoo because everyone sees you getting a tattoo. When you're getting a tattoo, there's no freaking privacy in this fucking shop. It is so small, and it's like a big indoor flea market type of thing. So everyone that's walking by in that freaking little hall sees you. And I know this because when I was getting pierced, because I went to get 2 piercings with her. I got my nose, I don't know which side, and I got my Medusa with her. Just because I wanted to try her, and I ended up not liking her work. She was mostly focused about her body and, you know, whatever. She had just gotten like a Brazilian butt lift and all that shit. So she was more focused on getting a dick than her job, which, you know, you do you know. She asked me a whole bunch of questions about like me doing YouTube and like if I was making money. I don't make money on YouTube, okay? I'm not that big. But what she said to me that I can go get one and then come back and get another one kind of threw me off because I had obviously done research on this piercing, and everyone who told me, like everyone that I saw on YouTube was like, you need to just go ahead and get both of them done, because a lot of people who get it done, because this is a piercing that women and men get it. And I actually had a guy friend who got it done, and he had to take it because he actually ended up getting hoops instead of like a traditional bar. And the first thing that every piercer said out there: do not get hoops or half of a hoop, none of that crap. You need to get a bar because they need to stay flat in order for them to heal. And then once they're healed, then you can go and like move into like a hoop or half a hoop, whatever, you know, whatever makes you happy. So I felt like they also didn't have enough jewelry, because once my Medusa was healed, I went to get jewelry and everything they had was not flat in the back. It was a ball. So for the longest time, I had this jewelry that was not actually meant to be for my Medusa, but I was just having a hard time finding something that I wanted. And then I ended up just going on Amazon and finding, you know, I just needed to figure out what size it needed to be. So I did ask her and she did reply, thank God. But yeah. Anyway, so this happened around like May. Like, I remember it was summer. I remember my mom was out of town. She went to Savannah or something like that. And I went ahead and got like my Medusa because it was something that I've always wanted to get done. Also, it was something that like just, I felt like compliments my face. And I get that a lot. I will do a whole dedication about my Medusa. Don't worry, it's coming. I know a lot of people have questions about Medusa. And so I want to dedicate a whole video on that, like what my experience has been with it. I know it's like a piercing that's very like yay or nay type of thing. And for me, it has been very, very, very yay. Like, I love it. I get compliments on it all the fucking time. And I just love it. I feel like when I had to take my Medusa off, I felt not myself. Like, I felt like there was something missing. Okay, so I then decided to, I remember it was Thanksgiving, a week before Thanksgiving. So I planned it out so I could truly rest and, you know, not be moving around a lot when it came to healing, because I heard that nipple piercings take a while, 1 to 2 or longer years for them to fully heal. So I knew that I needed to just keep it cool the first week at least. So the weekend before Thanksgiving, I went right? I texted my normal piercer, the person who has done all my piercings technically as an adult. And she said, "Yeah, I'm at the shop." I had to figure out what shop she was in because they at that time had two different shops, and they kind of just went back and forth. So I remember I was there really early, and she's like, "Oh, we're not open yet. You're gonna have to wait." And I was like, "Okay, fine, whatever." So I went ahead and had food, which I recommend. If you're getting, I'm sorry, and I know this sounds very crazy, but if you're getting any piercing or any tattoo, please eat something. Whether it is light, whether it is heavy, whatever, eat something, because you do not know what your body's reaction is going to be. I've heard so many people who have gone with an empty stomach and they faint because their body is reacting to a pain and is trying to heal the pain really quickly, and their body kind of goes into the shock. So I know that's really crazy, and I know a lot of people don't say that, but I recommend it. I think that every time I have gone sorry if you guys hear the rain, I'm sorry, it's raining kind of, but anytime I've gone any type of tattoo or piercing, I usually eat a bar, or this time I went ahead and had some burgers. There's a burger place near there that I love to go. It's kind of like my thing. I either go eat tacos or go eat at this burger place because it's like right there. So I remember my friend called and she was like, "Hey, what are you doing?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm at this this burger place." And she kind of invited herself with her boyfriend, which I'm like, whatever, you know. And so they came along, and her boyfriend was not supportive, very like my ex-husband. Funny thing, they're both Mexican. But Mexican American, there you go. So he was very like, "Why would you do that? Blah, 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 and da, da, da." And then my friend was like, "I think it's cool that," and she kind of had all these questions, and I was just like, whatever, you know? So then it came time for me to get my nipple piercings, and my friend wanted to come along. I don't know why, but okay, you know, if you want to come along, come along. So she came along. I told her, I was like, "Hey, like, you're not going to be able," so this shop does not let you come in unless you are getting some type of service. So if you want to bring in somebody, you just can't. They have to wait in the car. So I didn't really trust her with my car by herself, just because she told me some stuff where I'm like, So I checked in, I did the paperwork and all stuff. Everything is like online, you know, mobile, whatever. So I'm doing everything, and something was going on with their system. Okay, so I was like, "Hey, I'm having a hard time." Like it kept like, I don't remember if it kept like refreshing, or like, I guess it was like not reading my picture for my ID, so they ended up doing it like that, like on their system, like with themselves, and then she took me in, and my piercer, you guys met her. She's done I showed a video of her doing some of my piercings before, Heather. So Heather took her time. I trust Heather. I trust being, you know, naked in front of Heather, because you have to be naked from above up. Like there's no way to not be. You have to take your clothes. You have to take your shirt. I do recommend, if you do plan on getting this piercing, I would recommend just wearing something comfortable, something that you're not going to be taking off. So what I did is I wore like a very oversized type of a bra, type of brulette type of thing, and then I had just like was it a tank top? No, I had like a very oversized shirt, just because it's gonna hurt, okay? Just plain simple. So she marks, she's like, "Go check in the mirror, see if you like them." Everything looked great to me. I don't remember which one she did. You guys can go back to the video of me. I know in that video I have long hair, but it was a video that I did it literally once it happened. So everything was great. Everything was fine. The pain level was okay. Like I guess I have really high pain tolerance, because everyone in the shop was shocked that I had gotten nipple piercings and I wasn't screaming. Like, they were like, oh my God, you didn't scream. And I'm like, was I supposed to scream? So, right after this, the next day, I started to feel sick. So this was Saturday. It was now Sunday. I felt sick. I felt like my body was just, okay? And it wasn't like I have felt like burning in my boob or anything. It was more of like an infection. Like I had an infection in my body. I don't know if it was the flu or the cold. I don't know, but I felt really, and at this time in my job, I'm in and out of people's homes who are just sick. It's November. It's the time to be fucking sick. So, I wasn't shocked. So we worked until obviously Thursday, Thanksgiving Day. I ended up going to the hospital because I was like shivering and everything. And I couldn't really take care of my piercing the way I normally do. I have a whole routine, and I will go into detail of the routine that I do when I get a piercing and when I get a tattoo. I feel like I need to sit down and like write down what I do, just because it has been a minute since I've gotten anything done. So I just haven't, I have a process. I will tell you guys my tips and tricks of how I make just everything just around me cleaner so my piercings and tattoos heal faster. But anyways, so time went on and I was having issues with the left one. The right one healed. It's amazing. It's great. It doesn't give me any problem. I clean it every time I shower. It's just the process. Let me tell you, nipple piercings are a piercing that you will have to clean every day. Every day. Plain and simple. Okay? It's just a piercing. It comes with your daily essential. You're going to have to clean that area. Okay, so this one, it would heal. I think it would heal, and then I would get a bump. The bump would then, it wouldn't be like, the traditional like nose bump or anything. No, this was like pus. And I would pop it, and I know what people are going to say, don't do that, you should go to the doctor. But I wasn't feeling any pain. It wasn't burning or anything. So I was just like, maybe it's just a little small infection, whatever. Well, this kept happening. Like, it would heal, and then it would unheal, and then it would heal. They just kept going back and forth. So about 2 weeks ago, I got annoyed of the infection or whatever, the pus, the popping, the whatever. And I know what you're going to tell me. You should have gone to the doctor. I know, okay? But I'm very hard-headed. I don't go to the doctor. I go to the doctor if I'm freaking dying, okay? For me to go to the hospital for Thanksgiving 2 years ago, I literally felt like I was dying, okay? Plain and simple. So, I am taking garlic, okay? So everyone, garlic kills. I've always take garlic medicine, just because it cleans your system. It helps with any type of infection or whatever. So I've been taking that. Don't worry. It's not like I'm not taking anything. I am taking something just because my doctor, like my general doctor, is really far away from here, like a whole hour, okay? Do I want to go just there for him to see my nipple and then be like, okay, I'll just give you a shot? And then I know what people are going to say. You should do that. It's the right thing to do. Okay. I know my body, and I know that this is just a small infection. Okay. It's not like I'm going to lose my nipple, because my mom was like, you're going to lose your nipple. My mom was freaking out. She was like, you need to take those off. You're not supposed to have piercings in your nipples. And she's against it. Okay. But sorry, I'm an adult, and if I want nipple piercings, I'm gonna have them. So, I made the choice to take it off. Don't worry, I had a whole process. I obviously cleaned my hands. I have an antibacterial foam. It's very verbal, and I think it's the best thing out there. Doctors use it before surgery. So if you're getting if you're getting any piercings or tattoos, this is the soap I'm now recommending. I used to recommend like your general one, that ones that sell at the drugstore, but this is like the best one. I think it's very gentle. It doesn't sting or anything, and I feel like it really gets everything kind of just cleaned up. So I washed my hands with that, and then I like cleaned the area like with water, and like in the shower I like cleaned it, and then I put soap and everything, all that stuff. And I'll put the picture on here somewhere of what the soap I'm talking about. And I then waited just because there's no like thing to cover the drain. So I knew I was going to lose something if I took it. I mean, I don't really care if I lose it, you know, I'm not going to have anything there. But I said to myself, I need to take this off and just let that area rest for a while. I want to wait maybe a year before I go and get it re-pierced and then deal with that one by myself, you know. This one, that homegirl's chilling. She's like, we're ready to go and show off to everybody. This one was just like, we ain't healing, girl. So, I then got out the shower, I like tapped it dried, and then I went ahead and took it off. It didn't hurt, no blood or anything. I then grabbed more foam and just cleaned it in that area. And then I just let it heal, like close up. It closed up, I think, within less than 24 hours. And my mom really wanted me to take the other one, and I said no. You know, just because I kind of like it. I feel like it suits me. It's very me. It's very my personality. Very edgy. Very I don't give a fuck type of vibe. So, yeah, it was really sad. I was really sad to tell. I was very sad. I haven't really told a lot of people. I've kind of told a few people, and everyone was kind of like, oh my God, I can't believe. One, a lot of people didn't know. A lot of people do not know that I have my nipples pierced. It's just something that, you know, I kind of got it done in a way like I want this for me, and then like whoever I'm dating and gonna eventually, you know, sleep with, they will know, you know. But sadly, this one was just giving me a lot of problems. I tried sleeping with no bra. I tried it with sleeping with a bra. I tried sleeping, you know, just face up. And because I tend to be a left side sleeper, and nothing I did was helping. I would clean it like extra, like more, and it would heal, but then it would just go back to it being an infection. So I'm gonna wait a year. Okay, I'm gonna wait a year for it to like fully just like, I don't know what it needs to do with the body, you know, flush it or whatever. It is looking great now. It doesn't hurt or anything. I would feel a little bit of pain, but it was more of like, I felt like it was sore. Not like pain, like, oh my God, like I need to go to the doctor. Because if that would have been the case, I would have gone to the hospital and like gotten checked out and everything. But it was more of like, it just felt sore. It felt like a little bit of pain. So I plan on waiting a full-on year. So next year, I will be getting it done. Maybe I'll tag you guys along. But the funny thing is I ordered a shitload of nipple piercings on Shein, whatever that freaking store is, before like all the prices went up. And because I kind of was in the process of wanting to change it, because I've been having just the OG, like the big bar and all stuff. It fits me perfectly. Like it's not too tight, not too loose. It's perfect. But I feel like that was also a reason why it was just not like healing, because it kept like, maybe this one just kept moving more than the normal, and it just, I don't know. But I'm planning on going to Heather again. Hopefully she's still a piercer at that time, and hopefully she's still at the shop. I have her personal Instagram, so I can message her and be like, hey girl, you know. But I was really sad to take it off. I'm not gonna lie. I do feel weird, just because I look weird. Like, I just have one nipple piercing, and it's just so weird. I was going to take that one. Sorry. I was going to take it because I felt like it just looked too weird just having one. But then I'm like, oh, but why? If it's doing great, you know, I'm just going to leave it there. I mean, I am going to get the other one pierced. So even though my mom may say no. But yeah, I plan on it being there and staying there. Yeah, that's what happened. I just had to just take it off. And it was very, very sad for me. I was really just like, I can't believe that I am taking this off just because I've had it for 2 years. And I kind of waited for the kind of 2 year mark type of situation to be like, okay, maybe it just needs more time to heal. And it just was not. So I was like, okay, I gotta take it off. But I'm glad it's doing great. The bump is gone. It doesn't hurt. It's not like tender or anything. It's perfectly fine. The reason I guess I can go ahead and tell you guys why I got this piercing done. One, I've always wanted to get it done. I think it looks very edgy and cool. Even though I always wear a bra, I can't do the whole not with a bra because I do have big boobies. And let me tell you, I kind of like showing off my big boobies. I don't like not showing them off. So yeah. And then also, I have one nipple that is like, it looks a certain way and then the other one looks another way, if that makes any sense. So I kind of thought that if I got this done, they can look similar. And it did. They both were hard. Because one wasn't, even if I was like active, it would just, yeah, I don't know. I think you should figure that on your own, what I'm talking about. But this did even them out for me. And yeah, I felt very myself. I was like, this is my own little secret. Well, now everyone knows, but I felt like in a lot of ways, this was like my own little secret that I was hiding from everyone. And I loved it. It was amazing having these piercings done. And I plan on getting it done. I might wait more than a year. I might get it again around Thanksgiving. Maybe I'll do it Thanksgiving this year. I don't know. It just depends what my mood is and, you know, whatever. It all depends that. But I am excited that I was able to take it off and I was able to kind of see it firsthand and everything. So, but yeah, that's it. I had to take it off. Sad but true. It's gonna come back. Yeah. Mom was just like, you're crazy. It's just a piercing. And I'm like, I know, but I like it. I like how it looks. It looks very cool and edgy. And, you know, I don't know what guys like, when they're sucking, are they okay with the metal? Like, that's always been my concern. I haven't been active for me to know what the feedback is on that. So, if you have tried, let me know in the comments, okay? But that's it. Peace out. Take care. Say hi to my one piercing nipple that I have. The other one's just, no. I feel like I should have brought in the piercing, the jewelry, like, rest in peace. We'll see you in maybe 6 to a year. But honestly, I don't even know where I left it, so yeah. So that's it. Take care. And yeah, let me know downstairs in the comments what you guys think. I know I'm probably gonna get a lot of hate because people are gonna be like, you should have gone to the doctor. Trust me, I know. I've been to the doctor for an infection, okay? And not for piercings or tattoo, a completely different infection. But and I know the drill. I know when to, go to the doctor. And I was like, I feel like I don't need to go to the doctor for this. But yeah. Yeah. I feel like they should sell like antibiotic medicine, like able for, it be available for everyone, not just because you need to go to the doctor, But I've been cleaning the area, just making sure, you know, I know it's the outside and you're like, bitch, that's the inside. I understand, but I've been keeping the area clean just in case, you know. It is pretty healed, I'm not gonna lie. And I have been triggered to literally do it myself because it's already like there. But I'm like, no, don't do that. Because I feel like that will be painful, because I've done that to myself. I did it for my nose. I've done it for some of my piercings up here where I just re-pierced it myself. And let me tell you, that shit hurts so bad. Blood. It's just so painful. Not worth it. That's why I just go back to the shop and I'm like, just do it. Like, I've gotten one of these like done like 3 times because I was wearing the wrong jewelry. I was like either wearing the L or like just the plain stencil and just putting it, and then like it would get caught up in my shower. It would get caught up in my towel. Or like I would be washing my face and it would just come out because of my ring. Like, so I then found they're called a twist L. So it has the L shape, but it has like a little curve, so it's harder. So every time one does start to kind of slip, I'm able to just like tap it and it goes back in. So yeah. Peace out. Take care. Sorry I've been yapping, but I felt like you kind of needed the background story of everything before, you know. I feel like I need to get a trim on my bangs again. It's been a month and they just grow like ridiculous. I kind of want to do this like though, like I want to get just like this. I wish he would have done it like this though. Like, I don't want like all the way my bangs to be over here, but I kind of also like it. I don't know. I'm a very complicated bitch. Sorry. But thank you guys for watching. Subscribe, like, comment. All those things help for the channel to grow. Also, make sure you're actually following, because I have noticed that a lot of people have been like messaging me on like DMing me like, hey, like I was subscribed and then like it showed that I wasn't subscribed, so I had to just subscribe again. So I don't know what's going on, YouTube. I don't know, and I ain't reaching out because I'm not that bitch. Sorry. I'm just like, whatever, just watch. And yeah, I do have a few other videos coming up. So give me more ideas in the comments. What do you guys want to see? Do you guys like me doing makeup and yapping, or just yapping in my car, or like unboxing things, or like what do you guys want to see? Obviously it has to be in my car because I can't really record in my room because I'm sharing with my mom. Hopefully soon we'll get something, because I feel like it's getting to that point where we're kind of like losing patience. But yeah, peace out. Bye.